Hey everybody, so it seems like some of you are interested in a DIY project page. So I figured today I will record myself putting this Samsung flat screen up on this wall. Here's some of the tools we'll need. This is the mount. So let's start with finding a stud. These are great because they are magnetic, so they connect to any nails in the stud and they will stay there for you to be able to know where the studs are. I figured out some of the measurements. This is the exact center of the fireplace so that I can get the TV centered. And these are studs. The next step was to get the TV mounts on the back of the TV so I could figure out exactly where I need to get the bracket on the wall. Luckily, this mount came with a template so that I can hold this piece of paper up instead of having to hold the mount up while I mark the holes. I made sure to mark the holes on the studs and make sure that the holes are level with each other, both on top and bottom. Now it's time to pre-drill for the anchor bolts. Instructions recommended 5/32 inch drill bit. Okay, so one friendly warning. Before drilling into the wall, you always want to be aware of what you're drilling into. This is an exterior wall in my home, so I know based off where this wall is, there is no plumbing in this wall. I know where the electrical outlets are, so I know that where I'm drilling, there is no electricity. But that's definitely something I'll be careful with and make sure you're aware of before drilling because it could cause a lot of headaches if you don't. For putting the anchor bolts into the holes that I've now drilled, I'm going to use the impact drill with an adapter that I have a 13mm socket on. If you don't own an impact drill, you can also use a simple 3/8 inch ratchet, but this will be a lot faster. Prior to mounting a TV mount, I am going to go over any of the pencil marks with a little magic eraser. This is probably too OCD than you need to be, but personally for me, if I'm going to do something, I like to do it right. So I'll remove all the pencil marks before putting the TV up. I like to start the bolt with a hand tightening, and then I will hit it with the impact. But not quite all the way yet. Before tightening down the bolts 100%, I like to go back and double check that everything is level, so it looks like I need to make a minor adjustment before tightening down all the way. Perfect. I made that adjustment by tightening down just one corner all the way first and got it exactly where I wanted it. Now I'll finish off the rest. Be careful to not over tighten because you don't want to strip the stud where you're screwing it into, and you also don't want to crack any drywall from too much compaction. So just be careful with too much pressure. If you're worried about going too tight, then maybe don't use the impact. Maybe finish it off with a wrench and hand tighten it. I already vacuumed the mantle, but now before putting everything back, I'm just gonna give it a quick clean. In a couple of days, I will do a video installing this. This is so that I can hide the power cables going up to the TV within the wall. I'm not going to do that today because it's a little more complicated with there being power there currently. But I found this at Lowe's for actually $3 on sale. Normally they're about 20 bucks. Last step of the process is to get a friend to help you to hook the TV onto the mount. If it's a smaller TV, you can do it yourself, but with one this big, I didn't want to drop it on my face. So Price came over and helped me out. Final step, enjoy a show.